What's up, everyone? It's Edward here. In this video, we are here to review and explain how the backtest file works. Keep in mind that this is something that just adds accuracy to our strategy. You find my strategy, the whole strategy in the course with the 1.0 and then 2.0 course. You need to start from 1.0 and then you go to the more advanced concepts in the 2.0. And of course, also make sure to take a look at all the case studies that I share in Discord. And also, whenever you can, take part to the live trading sessions that we do once per week to understand better how we trade. Now, with this being said, as you know, we trade from our key areas, and our key areas are supply and demand levels or order blocks, whatever you want to call them. Now, in this video, we look to refine those areas, and we look to find the best areas. In this file, there are trades who hit take profit. There are other trades which hit stop loss. This was just a personal file. In the beginning, I was not planning to share this file with anyone, but then I thought that it was going to help my students. So here, I was just backtesting some concepts. So certain trades are wins, other trades are losses. And the reason why is that I was looking to refine and find some things in common for the order blocks that work best. So we start Euro USD. We look at some examples, and then I tell you what you should look at when looking at these charts. So this was before, this is after. We almost hit take profit, but it is overall a break even or partial. Then we continue. In a minute, I will show you what we're looking for. This was the order block we were looking for, this or the higher one. Ends up being a win, or actually from the higher one ends up being a win. And we need to talk about this and this in a minute. Keep in mind, always look at all of this, and then in a second, I will explain what we're looking for. Now, here we reach this order block, we clear the liquidity of the highs, and then we drop to take profit. Again, order block down here, right after those sells, hit take profit. Of course, this is not to show you that I trade good. This was just a backtesting. I was backtesting to see if which areas worked the best. Now I can already start showing you what these areas have in common. So let me go to my charts and I'll show you in a second. So basically, all the backtesting was done on the 1 hour. But this can be applied to any time frame. In general, this is what I'm looking for any order block, for any supply and demand level, especially on higher time frames. Lower time frames can be adapted a little bit, but especially on higher time frames. So what I was looking for, let me see. Perfect. For example, right here, as you can see, we hold this order block right here. The reason why this order block is very good is because it manipulates. And after manipulating, it breaks to the upside right here. And all the backtesting file was for understanding which areas worked the best. And best areas, of course, not only, but the best areas are the ones that first manipulate something and then break structure in the other direction. So this order block gives a fake break of structure. Many traders will think that we will look for sells from here, goes to the upside. This was just a manipulation of the previous low because market structure is bullish. We break structure here. This is the demand in control. If we don't break this demand, we're not bearish. Many people will think that this is a break of structure, but it is not. And we go to the upside. This is a manipulation, then to the upside. It means that this order block is one of the best areas to trade from. Let's see other examples. JPUSD right now. JPUSD, I'm in this trade right now. Maybe I will hit stop loss. I don't know, but overall, this is the concept that we're looking for. Here, we manipulate previous highs to the upside, and then we break structure to the downside. Okay, and we also break here, major structure. This was not necessary, but just extra. Here we break structure. Therefore, this order block right here, this candle, is our order block, and it is a very strong order block. Then I refined it on lower time frames, but overall that was our whole area. Let me see another example for the future. JP CAD manipulates to the downside, manipulates here all these lows, and then breaks structure to the upside, and also breaks these levels. Therefore, this area will be my point of interest. Euro AUD, let me see here, this area. Why this area? This area because it manipulates some previous lows right here, and then it breaks to the upside. This is not as clear as other options, but still, this was a good order block. Let me see some other examples here. The reason why I have this marked out is because it manipulates all of this, and then it breaks structure. Okay, and overall, it breaks structure, even the major structure here to the upside. So this is for me a very good order block. I'm doing this just to explain you. Oh, this was a trade from here. We have it. Perfect. We have manipulation of the lows, and then right after break structure to the upside. This makes this area, it is bigger because it is a 4 hours area, but anyway, a good order block. Come back to this area, and then we look for lower time frames confirmation for an entry. I'm just showing you this for examples to make you understand what I was looking for in the file. But anyway, here you can see that, of course, not all trades are wins. But overall, this was an order block that manipulates to the downside these lows, then doesn't really break structure. So this can be a confluence that we can see. So manipulates, but doesn't break structure. And in fact, it is a loss. We reach the lower order block. Let's see what happens. We reach it. This order block is good because it, let me put the annotation here. Perfect. It manipulates here. It breaks structure to the upside. Price comes back, and we might have some good trades from here. This was a break even. Let me see. Yes, we go to profit. So this is already good profit from here to here. It's about, let me see, 1970 to, these are almost 50 pips, 50. Then we reach this order block right here, which I wouldn't have traded, but we respect it, and we just go to the downside. But overall, we can see that this order block was respected, and we will never hit a loss in that case. Again, Euro USD. Here, why is this one good? It manipulates the previous high. As you can see, we wick above it, and then it breaks structure to the downside. What happens after? We touch it, and we go to take profit. This is overall what I'm looking for. This is just a refinement, but it adds a lot of accuracy to our strategy. So just make sure to go and backtest it. Now, you might argue that in some cases, we just hold the order block, and that's correct. For example, this order block right here doesn't manipulate anything, and sometimes price just comes back and it holds. Just because this happens sometimes doesn't mean that I will trade according to that. I really like what I'm seeing with this refinement that I'm talking about. Then we have 3 losses right here. We can see what they have in common. This order block manipulates. We come back, and this was just a loss. Of course, it does hit losses. And keep in mind that here I was never looking for lower time frames confirmation. I was just backtesting with pending orders just to see which areas hold the best. Okay, let's see another good trade right here. Order block. This order block manipulates and breaks. Okay. Let's see. And here we have it. Wait. Was this the same one that I marked out, or we went to the higher one? Oh, we went to the higher one. Wait. 1.1160, 1.11. Oh yeah, we went to the higher one. So initially I marked out, let me see, because I'm not really understanding the chart right here. Where is it? Oh, it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. It's this one. Okay. I was just getting confused. Now, why did I mark out also this one? I didn't look at this one. I didn't look at this one because it was tested already by this week right here. So I didn't look at this one. Why did I look at this one? Because this one manipulated and broke structure here and broke structure also here. So this could have been valid too. If we go here, of course, in this case, we dropped. This was a take profit, but other option could have been that we went there and then dropped. That's why we also go to lower time frames. But with this, in this way, we refine a lot our areas. Sorry, I got confused for a second. Now I backtested it. I backtested these concepts on all pairs, and I found that for me personally, this way of trading and refining order blocks works best on these pairs from CAD-JPY, so CAD-JPY, NZD-JPY, EUR-USD, JPY-USD, NZD-CAD, GBP-CAD, GBP-JPY, EUR-AUD, EUR-CAD, GBP-CHF, AUD-USD, and I will say on GBP-AUD too. So until here, all other pairs are not on my watch list because it doesn't work as good as this. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It just means that these are the best for me, and especially the ones in blue, and a little bit less the other three, according to my backtesting. I backtested all my pairs, all the pairs for more than a year. So it is a pretty accurate statistic. Then I had NZD-CAD, GBP-USD, AUD-USD. Let me just show some other examples, just maybe on a different pair. GBP-CAD. Now here I had this one because this one manipulates and breaks. And I also had this one because here it manipulates also these lows and breaks to the upside. Let me delete all these things. And here we have it. I kind of need to understand what was going on right here. Okay, perfect. So first of all, this little trade I will explain in a second. Bigger trade, this is just from supply, from this supply up here that I marked out initially. We just hold it and go to the downside. Now, why did I take this buy? This was just backtesting. It's not real trades. It was just to backtest. I didn't care if we went to stop loss. It was just to backtest my concepts. Is because this order block right here manipulates and breaks. So I tried, and we didn't reach yet the key area. So I was like, if we didn't reach yet the key area, we should not have a reversal. We should hold this area. Plus, this area has an order block right here that manipulates to the downside and also breaks structure. So I will backtest if this buy works, and it worked. All right. So please look at the backtesting file. I recommend you, if you really want to get better, to look at all the trades, look at also the notes. Some of the notes maybe you will not understand, but usually, let me just go through it real quick. When I say order block that manipulates, means that it was a good order block because it is an order block that manipulates. Here, order block that manipulates, but is not pro trend. Here, it is good because there is liquidity and it's also pro trend. So there are some notes that will kind of make you understand what is going on over here. Both point of interest manipulates and so on and so on. I recommend you to go through all of this. And then if you have questions, just make sure that you can ask them right here in the file. Where is it? In the Google Forms right here. I post it usually once or twice per month. You can ask all the questions and then I make a video and answer all of your questions. With that being said, I hope you like this refinement. I'm sure it is very helpful. If you're watching this video inside the Google Drive and you don't know where the link for this backtesting file is, just go to Discord, and on Backtest and Tips, you find the link for the backtest file. Thank you.